Hello everybody, we're going to take a look at all the stuff that we have due on Monday, but as I was just mentioning, it's a little bit light. So I'm going to talk about really quickly this project that I saw in ArtStation because it's a good example of texture atlas and trim sheet. I thought it was pretty clever. When we just take a look at this image up here, it's obviously a World of Warcraft inspired kind of thing, but I wasn't too in love with it until I looked down at the texture sheet right here and realized that there is a lot of duplication going on, way more than I thought, and then it becomes kind of impressive. So take a look at the roof tile square right here. Also notice you can kind of figure out how many duplicated textures there are in the sheet by how big these squares are. If you count, you can see there's one square left, two, three, four going this way. So this is a texture, this is one, this is one, this is several, but it's several smaller ones. So that's something you can also do with a texture atlas. This is also several smaller ones, four different textures. I think these here are different from these squares, but these squares, that's at least one. This looks to be another. Not all of them are exactly the same size, but they're all generally the same size so that you get the same sort of resolution. But take a look at the roof tiles in particular, because when I scroll back up, you're going to see just how crazily distorted they are over the entire model. So in some places, they are texturing full three-dimensional objects. In some places, they might just be over flat cards. I can't tell from this angle, but it looks like that could be the case. Here they're stretched vertically. Here they're squished and stretched horizontally. Those rocks are also another case. Here the rocks are very, very big up here on the back tower. Those are these down here. And you can see that the trimming here is repeated over and over and over again, even around the archway. And that's just this two set of stones right there. Every large plank is the same few different textures. Now it could be a number of them. We could be using this sometimes. We could be using the textures that are inside the sheet, just kind of duplicated over and over. You could even be using some of the floor planks or the side planks here, so long as they tile. And when I take a look at it, it looks like at least there must be some middle section that's tiling, because I can see the same notch, but I can't see any clear place where the texture is interrupted. So this is set up pretty cleverly. The side walls are particularly cool, where we've got these curving beams, two of them, and then plain plaster along with bricked plaster, and you can kind of just see places where that's being used all around. And there's only one texture for the end of wood right there. One single window, one single door, so duplicated each time. And it's pretty amazing how far you can take all of that stuff. There was that texture alpha card for the weather vane and one for the sort of railings on top of the roof. The rest of the stuff in the scene occupies different standalone textures, texture pages, but that stuff is heavily duplicated, and I think it's pretty amazing how far they can take that, considering that it's such a small texture sheet. And this is sort of a kit where the way that that game often works is that you'll be using a texture sheet similar to that for just about everything in a town. So you might have several buildings that are using this same amount of information, and there's still space left over for other stuff too, including some of the interior, because I don't see these planks anywhere really, except for in the eaves, I guess. So that's probably the flooring on the inside. Pretty cool. Here's the other stuff. So we've got like a pumpkin and a vine, a rock like cobblestones, and then flat rock and background elements including sky. I can't see everywhere where that stuff is applied, but I do see some. Like, I mean, there is a pumpkin right there. We're probably missing some grass and flower cards, and of course the tree. But pretty impressive. Cool. So I just wanted to point that out because it's a really nice example of that thing. He's got a couple of other things. I was looking at his profile a little while ago, but nothing as comprehensive as this in terms of a really good example. All right. Bronson says, my game has been fixed from Friday and the HUD can be seen now. Okay. We can take a look at yours first. Just real fast. There we go. WASD left click, eliminate the skulls in the level, and collect ammo and health. You got it. Whoa, just loud. We've got kind of a Doom or Wolfenstein kind of thing. Ow! There it goes. It's very disorienting.
Oh, this is dope.
Yeah, this is very cool. I think, wasn't there one more? I thought there was. Oh, over here maybe. Oh, there we go. There we go. Oh. You guys can't hear the music, I think, but he's got some really great music on the background. There we go. I think that's everything, unless I missed something. Oh, maybe I did. Oh, I sure did. Wow, there's actually a lot of rooms here. I got hit by something that was shooting at me I didn't even see. Uh-oh, I'm out of ammo. Now I don't know what to do. Just run, I guess. Oh, there we go. We're gonna get him. Got him. Now we might actually be at the end. Alright, very good. That's fantastic. Very good. Let's see, he's typing out something here. Yeah, that's got a lot of potential for being extended into a full game. Biggest concern is fixing the bullets going through the walls. Oh, is that what was happening? As well as fixing the death screen. But thank you. I didn't see the death screen because I didn't die. Ha ha ha. Enemy bullets go through walls. Okay. That's usually on trigger enter or on collision enter would be the script that you would use for that. I don't know how you're currently moving your bullets or handling them, but if they had a script on them that said like on collision enter with the tagged objects that represent the walls, then you could have it destroy itself at that point. Shouldn't be too hard to figure that one out. The cool thing about making functionality like that is you could also make like bouncy bullets that way. Instead of a destroy command at that point, you could make it like reflect its direction and keep going. You could even give it like an amount of bounces or something as a sort of like extensive ability to do things to bullets. Very cool. All right, man. Thank you. It was very fun. And also, you guys should definitely play it because the music is really fun. All right. So I haven't seen Elias's yet, and he's not here right now, so I'm going to assume no go for him. Robert had mentioned that he was going to do something, but I don't see him right now, so let's assume that's not happening. Let's take a look at Matt's. Uh-oh. It's saying it's not available.
Really? Oh my god.
Yeah.
Refresh?
Yeah. No?
What? Oh,
Yeah.
oh, fuck. Okay.
It's,
Alright.
yeah, just take a look at the upload settings. You might not have changed it to HTML or something.
I did. I'll try and re-upload. I'll message
Yeah.
you when it's done.
That's a good idea. All right.
Okay. Thank you.
Yep. All right, and we've got Nathan. Let's take a look at his. All right. What is all this down here? Oh, these are like texture sheets, I think. Like particles. Oh, okay. Press spacebar. The only instructions, press spacebar. Very likely to be a particle demonstration. All right. Oh, I see. Cool. Oh, neat. Yeah. Okay. So this is the traveling fireball. This is when it hits the opposite side. Okay. I got one suggestion for making this just a little bit more juicy. Take, let's say, some of your little pieces, like some of these, and put them on their own sheet as very, very small particles. And then as a secondary particle effect, when you first fire, have all the same effects that you do, and spray 10 random particles in an arc from that point, and do the same thing over on the receiving end when it hits something. That way you've got sparks that fly through the air in addition to the muzzle flash sort of effect that you've currently got. Those ones can be given physics, or they can be given a lifetime. You can even make them destroy themselves based on how many times they hit other collidable things. So you can make things like bullet casings that bounce 2 or 3 times and then stop. I've done a number of different particles in Unity, so I could probably find and drum up some of those things if you really wanted me to, but I would have to look around because it's been a while. But I've definitely done like bullet casings and smoke and like muzzle flares and stuff like that. It was really fun. All right. Very cool. I like it. Thank you.
All right, Tabor. So it wasn't published, but I just went ahead and published it. That was
Oh,
all.
okay. Great. There we go. Okay. So, all right. Let me go ahead and full screen it. Why it's doing it that way. Can I hit the other one? I'm gonna wait for it to play and then hit this one, see if it'll let me. No? Oh, there it goes. Gun game.
What's up with that aspect ratio? Hey, I forced it to be 4.3 or 4.3. Why is it not 4.3?
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, what if I do this one? Like that?
No, it looks weird.
Huh.
It looks weird. It
Um,
doesn't look how it's supposed to.
aspect ratio can be really weird in browsers in particular because I can like resize the window. I think you might have to deal it with like a percent of screen width or something to force it. I don't know how you force it.
I went when I built it in Unity. You can go into your project settings into the inspector
Yeah,
and deselect all the other ones that you don't want it to render out to.
yeah.
And I only had it rendered out to 4.3. And when I selected a 4.3 ratio on upload, you should not be able to see those clipping edges.
I don't know what it would do though because I've got a 16:9 screen that I'm running it on, and I don't think it will just natively like make letterbox or something. It tries to just fill it anyway. So there's probably a way to handle that, but that's not an aspect of game development I've ever done personally. I bet it's something that we could look up though. Let's go ahead and play.
And it just looks ugly.
It's okay. I mean, that's a fine tuning sort of thing. I like this snake skin that this thing's got. All right. Collect my hidden coins to kill some time. Okay.
Yeah, essentially, the next level is already loaded. Whenever you want to jump to it, that was the whole goal, to have
Okay.
a mini game
Yeah.
in the meantime of loading, and it works into the level and out of the level.
Cool. All right. I want to just look at this coin because it's got like a peso on it or something.
Um, that is an asset.
All
It's a free asset.
right. I'm gonna do. Yeah. I hear it. There it is. All right. Very good. And so we're back in here. Now I do one. No, two. Okay, one. Oh, one is nothing. Two is pistol. All right. Boom.
Now, there's an error with my gun script. It's a perfectly working gun script in my other game, Blinded Forest. However, when I take the gun to this game,
Yeah.
reload doesn't work. It doesn't ammo count 7. It doesn't
Really?
indicate that, and you're gone forever. I,
Can I hit F again to reload? No.
you can tab menu.
All right. I'm gonna refresh. Well, that's okay. That wasn't the point of this one. But do you know what got messed up? Just something.
In the gun, no, it's the exact same script. And if I open up the other game, it works as intended. If I run it in this game, it does not work.
Hmm. Weird. Okay.
Same prefab and everything.
Yeah.
But other than that, that's very basic. The gun was just for physics. I
Right.
want to remove the gun and make it more. If you go back into play, you'll see that. Well, if you
Wait.
have time,
There it goes.
there's a when you load back in, out there's a dock, and I want to expand this forward by going and getting that ore and making.
Okay.
Right now, you can't get that blue orb.
So that's what
Blue
you were
orb.
talking about. Is
Yep.
this over here? Okay.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
what is it that you want to happen with that?
What I want to happen is you'll see when you go up to that ore that's over there.
Yeah.
It'll say press E to pick up.
Okay.
Nothing happens. It's broken.
Okay.
The animation doesn't play.
But you want it to hop into my hands.
Yep.
Okay.
And it doesn't.
Then
It's supposed to.
typically this ore on the dock would be an asset that either hides itself or destroys itself. And I, as a player, would have a second ore that is parented to my body that is hidden or is instantiated when we pick this one up. Usually, this specific object is not going to transfer between those two states. It's just sort of an
Exactly.
illusion. Yeah.
Exactly.
Now, if I jump in that boat, am I going to die and fall forever?
The only thing that you fall forever through is water. If you're
Okay.
able to touch that boat, I had glitch.
Got it. Okay.
Now, you cannot get the blue orb that's out on the rocks. And what my next step is, I want you to be able to take that ore, get on that boat, ride it over there,
I got it.
and get that blue orb. You know?
I can't get it no matter what I do? Oh.
Nope.
Yeah, because this is pretty far. I can shoot it.
You can taste it from like 50 feet away.
Oh, look, it's got a bullet. It's got a bullet
Yeah.
decal on it.
I don't know. I can't. That's a little glitch. That's a little bug.
It's probably, you could tag certain, because I can't, oh, I did. Oh, there it goes. Okay, I couldn't see the decal when I'm looking straight down. That's interesting. I can see the shadow, though.
That's because the gun is really huge and it's clipping through the ground.
Oh, is it? There we go.
Force perspective.
Yeah. There's probably a tag of certain things that you can let the bullets interact with and certain things that you can't, and that you just have to tag that object as one of those. Because I don't think...
It's using ray tracing.
Because right now I'm not putting decals like on the water, so that water is not calculating a decal position. What about the sky? Yeah, the sky's not doing it.
Anything that's a collision, anything that has collision, it will. Yeah.
How do you get that one?
You go. You find out.
Is there a staircase?
Yeah, on the backside of the building.
Do I ever run out of bullets, like if I fire?
No, because the script doesn't work.
Okay, I didn't think so, because I kept firing and firing and firing, and I wasn't running out, and I was wondering.
You should run to 7. The slide should lock back. And it just doesn't.
Yep.
It doesn't go to that part. Stop! You're making it look bad.
All right, we did it. Now we drowned ourselves. Wow.
So you would go to the menu with tab, and then you would exit traditionally with exit or menu, whatever one.
Nice.
You know.
Oh, yeah, there we go. I'm back to our loading maze. Very good. All right, works for me. Thank you.
Thank you.
Very good. All right, so we took a look at Nate's, we took a look at Matt's, and we took a look at Bronson. I think that's everything we've got to look at for this Monday. The meeting that I mentioned about the game jam, apparently it didn't happen because nobody could make it. I said I couldn't make it, and then nobody else responded either. So they're trying to reschedule it for tomorrow. So I will keep you guys advised as to what's happening there. All right.
Cool. All right, cool.
Any questions or things that need to be shown today?
Is it possible to use the explosion to reach the blue orb?
Good question.
That would mean I'd have to give the player like physics in that way. Maybe. Possibly.
But right now, no.
That's a
Okay.
good idea though. Honestly, like now that you said that, I didn't even consider doing that.
Yeah.
So maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe I can use it. Yeah.
Wait, does the explosion send explosion force, I think it's called.
Or does it just
Or is it-
the illusion of explosions with
Is
boxes?
it the visual?
It moves the boxes. It's like it moves stuff with rigid body and stuff.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
you just have to tell the
it's
player to
possible.
receive that, just like the boxes do.
Oh yeah. I think is the player dynamically simulated right now though, or is it kinematic?
It's not.
Oh, I'm gonna jump on an explosion and shoot it just to see if you guys are all good. We're done with our meeting. I'm just gonna go shoot this thing to see what happens. Just because I'm curious now.
And then you're gonna find out the really bullshit way in which that I made it explode.
Okay. Well, all game development is a little bit illusion bullshit, so that's okay. There we go. Hang on. I'm gonna make it full screen first. There you go. Alright. Hit. Gonna jump on it. I'm flipping through it.
You're getting that gun glitch.
Whoa!
Oh,
Haha, you were just getting what you thought.
We did it. Ooh.
Nah, if I want to use elemental stuff, like explosive force, that might be a good idea, but I'd have to redesign the game state.
That's not how your explosions currently work.
Well, it's an animation, really.
Wait, but the boxes are animated?
Are they?
I mean,
No, they looked physical. I could push them.
yeah, the explosion is an animation, though.
No, but the force, the way the boxes get blown apart.
Oh, no, that's real, yeah.
Okay, yeah, so if you already have that in play, you just have to tell the player to receive that explosion force.
I don't know how I would do that.
oh wait. Are you
Well,
using a character controller or are you using rigid bodies to move your character?
It's just the FPS controller basic asset.
It should have a rigid body because it has gravity, right?
yeah, it's got gravity.
Yeah, that's gravity.
And I've got a collider, obviously. I can push this stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, it literally just-
Then all of those things should work. I could be able to
So
add all that stuff.
whatever the explosion is, like there's probably a script referring to objects that it can affect or a layer that it can affect, and you just have to put the player on that same layer, and then it should be pushed by it. Like those little things, they were like little cans and stuff, right?
Yeah, the little tiny boxes that I made weigh 0.5
Yeah.
pounds.
So those are being pushed by the explosion too.
Yeah, they go flying.
Yeah. So whatever those things are, like whatever layer or tag they have, you just have to give the player that. Well,
What happened there?
I don't know.
Where did that go?
It fizzed and shook, and then I shot it a second time, and then nothing. So I don't know.
So you broke that asset.
I broke that.
Congratulations.
I'm breaking everything. I think the decals need to be like parented to the objects that I'm shooting.
Yeah, I literally don't. Okay, so the way that I have it's instantiating just the hit marker, and that hit marker is floating under the map, and it's just regenerating that one over and over again. I don't know how to get the decals to stick to an object that has rigid body.
That one shouldn't be too hard, actually, because you've got a ray trace that is colliding and getting this position. That means you also have a reference to this object. So when the decal is instantiated or moved, then you just have to set the object parent to the object of the raycast. So the raycast can refer to the game object.
Yeah, you can parent in the code.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Yeah, because it's super ugly. It floats like that.
Although it does give me an idea for a weird gimmick for like an
What?
indie game.
It's floating.
Steal it. Steal that idea, dude. Steal it.
You floated away. Okay. And now we're gone forever. The gray emptiness. All right. I'm happy. Thank you. All right. I'm going to go ahead and stop now because that's it. Actually, the meeting ended like 10 minutes ago.